Hey Al, and welcome back to another video by UmbrasDarkness. In today's video, we're going to go over the tips and tricks of gathering, how to get the best pre-gathers, how to get scores, where you're getting 9th shell without even having level 104 cultivator class, things like that. We're also going to be drawing the 3,300 subscriber giveaway. Big shout out for you guys supporting me so much. This video is per request of a Patreon, so if you guys don't know, I have a Patreon. If that's not for you, please share, like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free, it costs you guys nothing, and it helps me out tremendously. I hope that this video helps. Please share it. Don't be selfish with knowledge. It's more beneficial to each other if you share that knowledge, so that way everyone can grow. It's lonely at the top if you're the only one there. Alright, with that, you guys, so what is the tips and tricks of pre-gathering? Before we get into that, I just want to cover gathering, the basic strategy of gathering on gathering day, because it's straightforward. Basic day of gathering, you either want to gather meat or leaves only. If you remember my video, a few months ago said you could gather any of the 4. That's true, assuming you're not cultivator. The second you become cultivator, this changes. The reason that this changes is the class feature. The class feature that I'm talking about is this feeder 1. It's feeder 1 for meat, as you just saw, or for leaves, it's Sapro Life 1, and as you can see, it's the same amount, 45,000 per hour, 45,000 per hour. Whereas wet soil, it's 24,000 per hour, and sand, it's 18,000 per hour. Now, if we take 45,000, 45,000, and compare it to the 24,000 and 18,000, and we compare it using the multiplier of 1 wet soil, 1 sand, or plant and meat being 2, real quick. So for a baseline, wet soil leaves and meat was 45,000 per hour. Times that by 2, because that's the coefficient for plant or meat, and it's worth 90,000 points per hour that you're gathering based off of that cultivator class feature. Now, if we look at wet soil, it's 24,000 per hour. We multiply that by the coefficient of 3, and you're only at 72,000 points. For sand, it's 18,000 extra per hour. Multiply that by the coefficient of 4, and it's 72,000 points. So if you're gathering wet soil or sand, they're the same, but meat and leaves, point-wise, are worth so much more, assuming you're cultivator and you have those class features unlocked. That's why the preferred resource to gather on gathering day is actually meat or leaves. Now, if you're not cultivator, like my wife, she is not cultivator, she's raider 24/7. It doesn't matter what you gather because they're all the same. And I did that math in a previous video. I'll try and link it. But that's why people say, like, what's the preferred thing? What should you gather? People say meat or leaves. It's only if you have this class feature stationed, or again, for plants, it's this one. So how does this affect pre-gathering? How do you do pre-gathering? Well, the strategy was developed by Stan. He's in my Discord. Feel free to talk to him whenever you want. But Stan came up with this strategy. He posted a really nice Google document on it. That's in my Discord as well. And the strategy is basically how to abuse this class feature that I just showed you as much as possible. So this class feature, all that this does is it looks how long you gathered for, not as cultivator, not as raider, not as herder, just how long your troops have been gathering at a pile. And then when you swap to cultivator and you recall, it gives you that bonus. With that knowledge in mind, what you want to do is you want to extend your gathering for as long as possible. Now, there are things that we can control and there are things that we cannot. The very first thing that we cannot control is once your skin gets to 6-star, which mine's at 7, but skin gets to 6-star, gathering speed plus 20%. We cannot control that. What else we cannot control is certain ornaments give bonuses to gathering certain resources. So here you can see that this ornament gives plus 0.02% meat gathering speed, or 1% after you have all 5. And there are other ornaments, right? So plant gathering speed, wet soil gathering speed, sand gathering speed, right? Meat gathering speed again. So you can't control that. Once you have it, there's no way to deactivate it. So those will all shorten the amount of time that you can gather for without incident. Now, what you can do to increase your time, however, is a couple of things. First, being Raider or Herder. Both of those do not have the same class feature. Where your gathering speed is plus 50%. The other ones don't have that. That's unique to Cultivator. So if you're Raider or Herder for Kill Event, for Groundhog, whatever, you stay Raider or Herder for as long as you're pre-gathering until moments before midnight 30 UTC. After midnight 30 UTC, you swap to Cultivator, and you have that buff, that class feature stationed, and it'll count the amount of time that you're gathering as Raider. For those that have the ornaments I just showed in the skin, doing this trick alone and not having your locust stationed, right? So you can remove your locust and then restation when you need to. It'll be 1 day, 3 hours, and 45 minutes that you can pre-gather. So again, you can remove your locust. That gets rid of the 15% gathering speed. If you're 11-star. And then the last thing that you can do to cut down your gathering speed is not have this gathering bonus plus 50%. Just don't have that active. Again, these are ways to extend your gathering time. Once you get to gathering day, you want to gather for as fast as possible. So you want the locust station. You want to have a 6-star skin. You want to have all those ornaments. You want to have etc. etc. So I would not delay in getting ornaments. I would not delay in getting 6-star skin. I would just be conscious that that's going to shorten your time. So again, ways to extend are by not having the gathering buff active and unstationing your locust and being a Raider or Herder. Now, we talked about changing your class feature to Cultivator and having that bonus selected. The other way to drastically increase your points and why it's so easy for me to get 9th chest just on pre-gathering alone is because I have an 11-star locust. This gives plus 15% of extra resources gained from gathering. It's better than the queen bonus. So if we go and we look at queen, it gives it plus 10% extra resources for gathering. So if you were queen and have an 11-star locust, you could get plus 25% extra resources gathered, which is why I gave it to Alpaca, because he does have an 11-star locust. And he pre-gathers for an extended period of time. But those are ways to gain bonus points. So those are things that you would want to either have the title before you recall your gatherers or restation your locust if it's 11-star. If your locust is 10-star and below, it doesn't matter if you restation before you recall. It just matters that you restation while they're out gathering, right? So that's the pre-gathering tips and tricks. If you don't send out, so 1 day, 3 hours, and 45 minutes, right? That's the longest you can pre-gather, assuming you don't leave your alliance. If you leave your alliance, you can gather, assuming you have 6-star skin and you have all the ornaments. You can leave if you leave your alliance, you can pre-gather for 1 day, 6 hours. And that is because of efficient gather, which increases your gathering time by 20%. So if you leave the alliance, you can gather for even longer and abuse that class feature for even more. That being said, I don't leave my alliance. It's way too much of a hassle, but clearly some people do, right? So I got second here, and that's solely because they likely left their alliance. They either are queen and have Locust 11 star, but I'd expect more points, or they left their alliance so they pre-gathered for even longer, which is insane. Kudos to them. I'm not interested in doing that much, especially on the Sunday of kill event. So, I mean, good job to them. There's a reason that their alliance is in gold, or their team's in gold. For whatever reason, we're struggling to win in gold right now. I don't know what our Mojo Jojo's going on, but anyways, this is the capabilities of removing your alliance, destationing your locust, being a raider or herder for the pre-gathering piece. For those that need it mathematically proven out, 1 second, I can do that for you too. So over in my Discord, we had a conversation. Someone somewhere, not going to call anyone out, said that this trick doesn't work. So I mathematically proved it. The person that did this gathered the entire tile for all 1.6 million meat. And they have the 6-star skin, and they have a level 11 locust. They were not queen. And they have all the ornaments that I showed. So this is what they gathered in total if you want to do the math for yourself. I'm very much into that. But as I say, please math this out to make them correct, the person that claimed that it doesn't work. First off, we take the value and we multiply it by 0.85. That's because the locust gives 15%. That leaves us with 2.96 mil. Then we subtract the base value of the meat pile being gathered in its entirety of 1.6 mil. That leaves us with 1.36 mil. We divide that by the bonus of the class feature that I said, because they are not level 104. Only servers super early on, like sub server 70, 80, that have been solid cultivator the entire time are just getting to level 104 and stuff like that. So it takes forever to get there. But as you can see, unless you're like king every day, because kings get extra stuff and so do titles. But anyways, as you can see, that's 30.2 hours to gather. There is no way with the 50% bonus of gathering as cultivator to get to that 30.2 hours. Again, I'm not going to call out who made this claim. I'm not going to whatever. Just know that this is mathematically proven. Along with, in another video, I showed screenshots of gathering times. 2 gathering piles were gathered as herder. 2 gathering piles were gathered using the trick. That's another way to prove it to yourself. So if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, please ask. Until they patch this is the most efficient way to gather. To me, this feels like a bug. This doesn't feel like this is how it's supposed to work in the game. But I also don't think the developers care that much if someone wants to spend 30.2 hours pre-gathering, which is like perfect for those that have a 6-star skin and all the ornaments. This is like perfect pre-gather time, along with leaving the alliance and everything. So again, this is mathematically proven to work. If you have any doubts, please at me on Discord, whatever. Yeah. All right, with that, you guys, huge shout out to my Patreon for asking the question, wanting the results. This video is because of you guys. We're going to draw the 3,300 subscriber giveaway now. To be straightforward with you guys, a member of the Nerd Herd quit recently. Rather suddenly, in my point of view. But, you know, I'm not going to lie, I was slightly jealous. So, I'm not saying I'm leaving. I'm not saying I'm quitting right now. But if I do, I don't want it to be a huge surprise because this community is so amazing and so awesome. I don't know if I would keep streaming or keep doing videos on a different game. I just know that their reason for leaving was their family and spending time with their family like that. And I can get behind that. This takes a lot of time away from my wife, and this takes a lot of time away from my kid. And sometimes waking up to 50 to 150 Discord messages that are not all positive, it can be taxing. And I can really appreciate where they're coming from on leaving. So, I just wanted to be open and honest with you guys. That's it. Let's go on and draw the 3,300 subscriber giveaway. Alright, you guys, you know how we do it when we do it over here. We're straightforward and honest. We like to be able to prove everything that we do. So right-click copy. We're going to scroll down to our favorite comment picker. We're going to right-click paste. We're going to filter duplicate users, only one chance to enter. Include replied comments, don't care where you say the code word. Filter comments based on specific text. This time it was a 4-digit number, 1975. That was when International Women's Day was actually founded or accepted. Really interesting stuff, you guys. 1975. All right, get YouTube comments. 43 unique comments, and this video has only been out for like 5 days, March 8th to March 14th, 6 days. That's insane, you guys. Also, on the fact that it's March 14th, happy Pi Day. I don't know about you guys, but Pi Day is one of my wife's favorite holidays. Not joking, not lying. It's like her second favorite holiday, I think. Maybe her first favorite. So happy Pi Day, you guys. We had Heath cheesecake pie and caramel apple pie to celebrate Pi Day. Yes, we ate it for dinner. Yes, our 5-year-old did too. But you know, for a holiday, it's important. Anyways, go ahead and start. Jeffrey H. Nice, simple. 1975. Jeffrey, please message me on Discord. We'll work out getting you your $20 Google Play gift card after you prove to me who you are. Again, you guys had to have been subscribed before your name was pulled. Thank you guys for all the love and support. This is huge. This is awesome. I have enjoyed every minute of what I do for the community, just not every minute of the game. And that's where my thoughts are on that. So, as you guys know, I have a Patreon. Huge shout out Calibody CA from 436 for joining the Patreon. Hermes requested OLY 402. Huge shout out to them there. That's his alliance over there in 402. Fox and Trina, huge supporters. They're awesome. Daniel H, Jake B. Still don't know your in-game names. If you guys have a preference, please feel free to message me on Patreon, whatever. And Viscerus from 477. Trina's from 475. I must have missed that somewhere. But thank you guys for all the love and support. You guys rock. The Patreon rocks. I love it. They have their own Discord channel. Direct access to me at all times. So thank you guys again for all the love and support. If you guys cannot support the Patreon, don't want to, not your thing, whatever, that's fine. Please consider subscribing. It's free. It costs you nothing, and it does tremendous work for me. Like this video. Share this video. Until next time, you guys, you know you can catch me in the YouTube comments. I'm pretty active in there. I even respond to some of the trolls. Or you can find me on Discord. I'm still the #1 talking person on there. I love my Discord. It's the best community I could have ever hoped for. Between the Nerd Herd helping me out and helping it grow and all the knowledge that they bring, and then all the people that actually are invested into being able to prove things mathematically and not just take things because someone said something. Or, worst case scenario, as I always say, you can catch me on server 193. Until next time, you guys, stay humble, stay happy, stay hungry. Bye, y'all.